Welcome to the StarShine Stars podcast, brought to you by StarShine Magazine. For over 20 years, StarShine has been shining a spotlight on music, TV, film, and the creative minds who inspire us. Here on the podcast, we dive deeper, bringing you exclusive interviews, behind-the-scenes stories, and fresh conversations with rising stars and fan-favorite icons. Whether you're a diehard fan, an aspiring artist, or just love discovering what's next in entertainment, this is your all-access pass to the world of pop culture. So sit back, turn up the volume, and get ready to meet the stars of today and tomorrow.
Calling all creatives, music artists, and actors. Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? At Sandy Low Media and Marketing, we help you shine with professional media kits, press releases, social media strategy, branding consultations, and custom content creation. And right now, we're offering an exclusive deal, 20% off all services when you mention code StarShine20. Whether you need a killer press release, a polished EPK, or a strategy to grow your audience, Sandy Low Media and Marketing has you covered. Email marketing@sandylow.com today and let's make your story unforgettable.
Hey, Starshiners, this is your host, Sandy Lowe, and you're on the StarShine Stars podcast. And today we have a part one in a two-part series of interviews with stars from the film Almost Popular. This is a brand new teen comedy starring Ruby Rose Turner, who's also on the cover of our September issue right now. Today we have the film's director, Nayip Anthony Garcia, along with two of the film stars, Sarah Dorothy Little and Ellodee Carpenter. How's everyone doing today?
Great. How are you?
Good. Thank you for talking with me. And I just watched the movie actually this morning, so I'm excited to talk to you guys about it. Can you just go around and introduce yourselves to our audience?
Yes. Hi, I'm Sarah Dorothy Little, and I play Darby Duncan in Almost Popular.
Hey, my name's Ellodee Carpenter, and I play Vicky Reinhardt in Almost Popular.
Hi, I'm Nayip Anthony Garcia, and I directed the film. Sorry, I forgot my name.
It happens. Nayip, I wanted to start with you. Tell me why you chose this to be your directorial debut, and why did you choose it now?
It kind of just happened. Pam reached out to a friend of mine, and we went, and I think I went over to her place, and we talked about the movie, and it started off as a very small idea, and I was like, well, if we're gonna do this, let's go big. Let's call in people. Let's see what we can do. So once we started working out the script and getting it to a place that we felt really good, Pam did over 200 drafts of this script. She kept just working at it. That showed her hunger to like get into this film, to get into this industry. It was her first time ever putting pen to paper and making something. And she was inspired by her daughter, who is Sarah, during COVID, who used a lot of the things that had happened to Sarah to inspire the film. So once we got Ruby and Isabella attached, I was like, okay, this is like our coming out party. This is going to be something special. And yeah, that's kind of how it I mean, there's so much more that I can say, but Sarah was the actor for all these different parts. As we wrote the script, we would have her do the scenes in front of her. Poor Sarah, I was like, come on, we got to do these scenes. And she was just like, who is this crazy guy? But she would act out the scenes, and we would be like, oh, write that down. Like, let's do that. So, it was such a community and family effort that if you watch the film, it feels like home, because we spent so much time and put so much effort and love. This wasn't a big studio film. This was people who just wanted to make a movie. No one cashed out big here. We just worked so hard, and mom and popped it all the way to the theaters. And I still can't believe it's going to theaters, because this started off in a condo in LA with two people with a pipe dream, and now it's being released in 20 plus theaters around the US. So I don't know. It's been a whirlwind, to be honest.
That is awesome, and so exciting for everyone involved, and especially Nayip, to you, and Sarah, to your mom. That's amazing. Sarah and Ellodee, why don't you tell us a little bit about your characters and how you drew inspiration to play them?
Well, Darby Duncan is the news reporter, the school gossip, and I think that, every single school has some sort of way that, the kind of drama is pushed around and a little bit of a game of telephone, who said, she said, we said, all of that. And I think that Darby is that just all connected and together. I think that Darby's got time on her hands, clearly, and she's very worried about what's going on within Clovis High, which me personally, I'm always worried about what's going on every single day. My friend always says that I have too much knowledge and she thinks my brain is going to blow up because I know and see all. I'm a little kind of crazy in that way. So I wanted to bring that to Darby. I wanted her to be like a little bit insane. It's like, why is she here again? How is she finding this out? What's going on? And, she just loves not drama and gossip in the bad way, but she just loves to cover a little story and keep the people updated and, relevant. I think I love talk shows. So a lot of Darby is kind of maybe a dream about talk shows for her.
Very cool. I can relate to that being a journalist, so
Oh, nice, nice.
yes. All right, Ellodee.
Yes, for Vicky, she is the queen bee of the high school. In our film, she is the villain and she intimidates everyone in the hallways. She runs the school like it's her career, basically. She has a lot of pressure on her from her home life to be the most popular girl at school. And then when she finds out that there's these two new kids who are coming and they want to so badly be part of the pop group, she does everything in her power to squash their little dreams and make sure that that doesn't happen. And for inspiration, I listened to a lot of music, and then I pulled from iconic Mean Girl villains, obviously Regina George and Megan Fox and Sharpay Evans from High School Musical. I kind of just threw them all together. I made a big mood board before we started filming of just like pink stuff and boys and diamonds and little quotes.
Girl's dream.
Yeah, basically just girl dreams, girl everything. And then shaped it from there and put my own spin on it.
Very cool. So that's perfect segue into my next question. Do you guys all have a favorite teen movie? Aside from Almost Popular, of course.
Actually, I think one of my favorite teen films is, it was also an indie film, was 13. Very, very, very serious film. But why'd you do that?
Because that's such a that's
What?
like there's like the high school films and then there's like 13 and I think even like Kids is kind of similar to that film. But yeah, that's a hardcore film. I
Right.
love that movie. It's a great movie.
No, yeah, 13 is definitely like, it tackles a lot and for very young kids. But what I loved is that Nikki Reed, if I'm not wrong, it was kind of based a little bit off of her life. And I feel as though Almost Popular, I've had a great life compared to what was going on in that film. It's based off of my life, partially, for sure, and a lot of it. So I think that 13 kind of just resonates with the teenage girl mind. And let me tell you something, there's no one more insane than a teenage girl, for sure.
And my favorite teen film is 10 Things I Hate About You.
Mm.
I have so many. I mean, Napoleon Dynamite, Mean Girls, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. God, I'm like drawing a
Breakfast
blank.
Club.
Breakfast Club,
That's my
16
favorite.
Candles, like
Oh, yeah, 16 Candles.
Super Bad. I was obsessed with Super Bad when it came out. And yeah, Dazed and Confused. There's a lot of films that resonated with me as a young kid. And 10 Things every single I loved high school films as a kid. So to make one that has so much inspiration by these classic films was just like a dream come true for me. So I got to live out my like high school dreams in this movie based off all the films that I grew up watching. I love a good high school film now if I turn one on, but I've been missing that like that feeling that when a movie stays with you forever. It's been a while since I've seen something like that.
Mhm.
So I hope this movie can be that for some kids. But yeah, there's just so many. a coming of age is one of my favorite genres of film.
Yeah, same. It's definitely my favorite. That's why I feel like it's no matter what is going on, what time, what generation is watching it, there's still something that you can relate to.
Mhm.
Um, do you have a favorite scene from Almost Popular that you can share without giving too much away?
Oh my God. Well, my favorite scene is like specifically the lines, and it's between Vicky and Bobby, and it's probably like one of the most graphic lines I would say in the entire film, and it really gets me good every time. Like, girl, eat them up like that. You'll see it and you'll know it's like right before
Oh,
a whole big shift and change in the plot. Like it sets the tone.
I know what you're talking about. And I remember when we filmed this, I was like, are you sure? Like, we want to say this? And it was a back and forth between this line or this line or this alt. But we went with the line, and it's a shocker.
I love it when I was like running it with like my mom and Nayip before or whatever, like that line would come up and I was like bow, like I no cares were given from me. Like I was like, say it. Say it.
So the thing that I would love to end this with is a little elevator pitch or something you'd like to say to the fans watching this and hopefully all the future fans that will discover this movie.
Yeah, if you're looking for a comfort film, you're looking for something that makes you feel like you belong. If you're a bit of an outcast or not the most popular kid in the world, maybe you are the most popular kid and you have some insecurities. I think this film tackles that in such a fun, cute, silly way. And I think we lure you in with this like silliness, but then at the very end, you leave feeling a really powerful, impactful message. One of my favorite scenes is when Reed hops out of that Jeep and meets someone else and gets something from that person. And that to me was the biggest, that small gesture was what this film is all about. It's just about accepting people for who they are. We weren't, uh, that those final moments are not about labels. They're about just acceptance. That's what this film is about. It's not about popularity. It's not about TikTok. It's about acceptance and finding the people that mean the most to you.
I definitely hope for sure that, people find the humor within this film. I love nothing more than a good comedy and a bad day and watching a good film again, like a comfort movie, as Nayip said. And it's so crazy and kind of neurotic and very dramatic in a sense, but I love that. Like, I feel like it really captures the teenager because you have to, like, at the time, this would be detrimental stuff to your life. Like, you would think world is over. And I love to make myself feel a little bit better, and watching Susie and Bobby really fail a couple times makes me feel better sometimes, you guys, for sure. So I hope that we can all find that in this film.
Basically, just embrace your uniqueness, and there's someone out there for everyone.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. Again, I love the film and I hope you have much success with it.
Thank you
Thank
so much,
you.
Sandy.
All right, that's it for this episode. Make sure you tune in next week when we will have Almost Popular star Ruby Rose Turner, along with Reed Miller, who plays Bobby, and Isabella Ferreira, who plays Renee. And in the meantime, make sure you check out the September issue, which is available in a special collector's print edition or free for digital reading on our website at starshinemag.net.